Hi Cancer, how are we this week? Just doing our weekly readings. This week we are doing a bit of a whatever comes out, important messages for you type reading. Please subscribe to the channel if you're not already. I do really appreciate that. Leave a comment if you want to go in the draw for a free personal reading. I'll be drawing that when we hit 222 subscribers. So getting closer and closer every day, guys. Really appreciate the support. This week I've got the magical messages from the fairies oracle. The lenormand deck we're using, I have the lenormand of Japan, and I have another new deck this week we're using. This is the love message oracle cards. Okay, so we will use that one as well. I apologize in advance. I am trying to film before the yard guys actually start. I can hear them sort of slowly unpacking things, but I do apologize in advance if there is any noise of, mowers and whatnot in the background. I'll pause if it does get too hectic. But getting into it for you, Cancer. Cancer, what is going on for our Cancers? What does Cancer need to know? Important messages for Cancer. Affirmations. To lift up your thoughts and energy and to attract what you desire, use positive affirmations. So very important for you to be affirming to yourself that you are worthy, you can do this, you got this, Cancer. If you don't support you, who will? We all live this life for ourselves and, are the main character in our own story. And so you need to back yourself up. Even more so if there's no one else backing you up there, Cancer. We do also have spiritual teacher coming through. Your life purpose involves teaching others about healing and spirituality. So I feel for some of you here, these affirmations are to remind yourself that you are a very spiritual person. You do have spiritual lessons that you can help teach others. You are able to heal others with your energy. You are able to support others with their own spiritual journey as well. Okay, for some of you there may be, because with the teacher energy, it's always a learning energy as well. So you may be coming across someone in your life this sort of week that, you're needing to help them learn some lessons that they need to learn and vice versa. Okay, a lot of the time it's about, who do you look up to help you with your sense of spirituality, to help heal your energy and passing that on as well, giving that same energy to others around you. Okay. I do sort of feel too that for some of you here, there may be something specifically, I am getting a message that it's something specific for some of you where you are sort of learning more about a specific spiritual thing or ability that you've got, and you are sort of seeking extra information about that and learning more about that, kind of teaching yourself energy here. I am getting for some of you, I'm getting like Bible study coming through, those sorts of things as well. Okay, so definitely getting that learning aspect as well as the teaching aspect there, Cancer. Okay, Cancer, important messages for Cancer. What's going on for Cancer? Oh, very interesting, Cancer. Why is that important for Cancer to know? Yeah, I thought so. Okay. Okay, we do have the autumn card coming through. When we do see the seasons, I do read them as my own. Here in Australia, it is currently autumn. So March, April, May, we do see the autumn season. But this is all about, it's time to make a shift, make a change. With autumn, we do see that's when the leaves start to change color. And that's what's sort of needing to go on for you here, Cancer. You're needing to, shift yourself into a different dimension, a different reality, a different, wear a different color to what you normally wear. Changing something about your life, shifting from green to orange to brand new all over again. It's that shifting of the seasons coming through here, the shifting colors. There's something about, I feel like for a lot of you, this is within yourself, your own way of thinking about things. It's kind of about shifting your mindset kind of energy, changing the color of your thoughts. Once again, those affirmations that, changing those to positive affirmations about yourself, rather than dwelling on, oh, I can't do this, I can't do this, I can do this, I can do this. Shifting the landscape of your thought. All right. Especially too with the rest of this message, we do have the snake coming through for you, followed by the moon and then the fox energy. Okay, so what this is kind of telling me, the snake here, I do quite often read this in multiple ways, but I am hearing the deception stuff, the self-deception coming through for you, that the need to shift your mindset, to the need to shift this self-deception. You're deceiving yourself, the way that you're allowing yourself to think about something. It's actually deceiving you. You're thinking about this in the wrong way. And what it is, it's something very, very emotional, of course, with that moon energy. The moon is all about your emotions and your intuition. So I do feel as though there's something that your intuition is trying to guide you towards something or someone with that fox energy. And you're telling yourself, no, I have no emotion for that person. I have no, my intuition must be wrong. Why is my intuition telling me to go towards that person? You're fighting it kind of energy with that snake. It's kind of like you do have a lot of a passion and emotion for this person, but you're kind of fighting it. You're deceiving yourself that you don't. You do have a lot of passion and emotion and desire for this person, but you're deceiving yourself, telling yourself that you don't have emotional passion for this person. This person is being shown by this fox energy. So the fox energy is someone who's usually very, very independent and self-serving. I kind of feel like this is partly your deception of this person. Your view of this person is that they are the fox, that they are playing games. They are a player. This is kind of what you're telling yourself about this person. You're saying to yourself, I have no emotions for this person because they're just playing games. They're just a player. They only care about themselves. They only tell me what they think I want to hear. But it feels deceptive. It feels like there's a lot more going on under the surface of this person than what you see. Okay, because with the fox energy, it's a very interesting energy because there's a lot of cleverness that comes through with that sort of trickster energy there. They may appear that they're playing games. They may appear to be a bit of a player type person. They may appear to only care about their own self, but at the end of the day, the fox does that because it's for its own survival. That's the only way it knows how to survive in this, this crazy world where everyone around them is playing games and whatnot. So that's the only way they know how to sort of survive and get through. And they're trying to, trick themselves into being a certain way because they feel as though that's the only way to be. It's all coming from, I'm getting strongly for this person. It's all coming, they're independent. It's coming from their independence and their need to survive. That maybe, I do find that this energy, sometimes it does talk about, it does talk about like somebody who that's the only way they've been able to survive events in their life is to, play the game, be a little bit more, manipulative, clever with the way that they do things and, tell people what they want to hear because, that's the only way that they've survived certain situations in their life. I'm not going to lie here, Cancer, because, it's kind of, the fox energy is kind of interesting to me because, I do actually have the symbol for the fox energy here on my finger. Okay, I have three. I have the heart, the fox, and the bear. Okay, so to me, that is, obviously heart, and we have mind and soul. And so I've got the fox representing, mind. And then the bear represents soul for me. This is my personal self. Okay, so I've got, heart, soul, and, body, mind. And the fox energy really represents that mind energy for me, because it's the way that I've had to be very, very clever about the way that I've approached things emotionally in the past. The way that I've had to protect myself and look out for myself, because there was no one else who was protecting me and looking out for me in my life. Obviously, with childhood trauma, that's quite a often seen sort of thing that these people do. They put up walls around themselves, and they need to, play the manipulation game, because that's, something that they've been raised to do. Well, in my case anyway, that's kind of, when I've had a very manipulative mother, that's something that's my only way of dealing with things, is to be like that myself. It's obviously something that I've grown and changed a lot from those baser sort of activities. But the fox energy is always about being very clever, and trying to get the most out of a situation, even when it's a bad situation, trying to get the most out of that, trying to be very, not selling yourself short kind of energy. And I just feel that from this person, that there's a lot going on under the surface with this person, that they may not actually be a player. They maybe just present as a player or someone who plays games, because that's a way to protect themselves. At the end of the day, the fox, they're a bit of a shapeshifter. They change to suit the situation. So you've got to stop and think about, hang on, if they're worried about themselves and protecting themselves and focusing on their own survival, why have they done this? If that's how they've had to survive, if that's what they're doing in order to survive this situation, or this connection, why, what is it that I've done that has made them act like that? So there is a little bit of personal responsibility coming through here with that. But also, the fox, they will travel miles and miles and miles to, find food to take home to the den. So they really do protect, and they'll go out of their way, and they'll do whatever it takes, to protect themselves and the ones that they love. Okay, so what is it about this person that you can actually stop and look at this person and say, okay, they're actually doing that to protect themselves, and to, they're doing whatever it takes to look after themselves here in this situation, so that they don't, especially emotionally, I feel for this person, because it's really tearing on your emotions here. And there's just something about this person that, there is that self-deceit coming through on your end here, Cancer, where you are kind of deceiving yourself. You're only allowing yourself to see the surface traits of this fox energy within this person, and kind of telling yourself that I'm not drawn to this person because they're just a fox. But underneath it all, you do have passion and desire and emotion for this person. I feel like instinctively, the moon is about intuition. I feel like your intuition, knows that there's a lot more to this person, a lot more under the surface of this person, that is drawing you to this person. Okay, because the reason that you do need to know this, we have the stars and the rider. Okay, so there's a wish coming in for you when it comes to this situation. And that's why, Spirit is asking you to stop deceiving yourself about this, because the more that you're fighting against this, the harder it is for this wish to come in for you. This is your true wishes, your true desires, whether you're hiding from them or not. They're right there for the taking with that rider. There's some news about a wish or a desire coming straight for you here, Cancer. And it's going to be up to you whether you fight against that and see that rider with its beautiful good news coming towards you. Do you see that as a threat, or do you see that as good news, which it is? Because it really is. It's all your wishes and desires coming true for you. Seeing dreams fulfilled, having hope and optimism that things can work out the way that you want them to, and there's news on the way that yes, they can. Okay, so I do feel that for a lot of you, this is a person that you are connected to. It doesn't necessarily mean that it's a love connection. It may just be a family, friend, acquaintance, co-worker, anything like that. But there's just something about this person where you're only seeing what's on the surface. You're only seeing the way that they are acting, and not realizing that, hang on, that action isn't actually an action, it's a reaction. Or this, the way that they're doing things, it's there's more going on under the surface, and that's why they're doing these things. You're just seeing the things that you're fighting against here, and you're not seeing the reasoning. Okay, because there is, even in the craziest stuff, there's always like a reason behind it. It's just you can't see that. So it's asking you to sort of allow yourself to, shift your mindset and look at things differently. Look at things from this person's perspective, not your own. Okay, maybe trying a more objective perspective of this person, of this situation, and affirming to yourself that, the positive affirmations for yourself, that your desires, you can attract what you desire. You just need to make this shift in the way that you're thinking about your desires, and stop sort of fighting against them. Okay. But we'll have a look here. Love messages for Cancer. Love and romance for Cancer. What does Cancer need to know about love and romance? Exactly what we were just talking about. So for a lot of you, this may very well be a love connection that we were just talking about. We do have redirect your thoughts. Okay, so that's exactly what I was just saying. Redirecting your thoughts, shifting the way that you're thinking about this. Focus on what you want to attract in this relationship, not on what you fear will happen. Put yourself first. Those affirmations, those positive affirmations. Loving yourself makes you more romantically attractive. Unrequited feelings, okay? There is not enough love to keep this relationship going in a healthy way, because, you're not facing it. So you're not facing those feelings, so they're going unrequited. I do feel that for some of you, that's what's going on here, is you have this attraction to this person, but because you're fighting against this so hard, it's coming up as unrequited. So this person, I feel like this person has a lot of emotion for you, and that's where the unrequited is coming from, because they're feeling as though you don't care about them at all. And that's probably why they're up on their guard. That's why they're in their fox energy, trying to play games, because that, I'm feeling very muchly from this person that there's something about this where this is a reaction, and they're feeling that they're the only ones with feelings here. Okay, so which, it seems as though you do have feelings. You're just sort of fighting them. You're deceiving yourself, telling yourself that you don't. So this reading may be a bit confronting for some of you who are or are not ready to face that. But we will have a shadow work reading coming up very, very soon, where we do look at, facing the darker sides of ourselves and facing some of this more confronting stuff. So that may be one you want to keep an eye out for this weekend. Okay, Cancer. But that's what I have for you. You're more than welcome to check your other placements as well. And hopefully I will see you all again soon.